Hello, boys and girls. Today is an exciting day to learn some math. And guess what we are going to learn today? We've been writing a lot of number sentences. So today we're going to learn how to problem solve by writing a number sentence. You're going to be told a story and you have to use what you know inside that story to write a number sentence. There's some strategies that I'm going to teach you. Okay, so I'm going to turn my board around and we're going to get this party started. Okay, all right, boys and girls. Okay, so problem solving. The strategy we're going to use is write a number sentence. And our objectives, this means at the end of today's lesson, this is what you should be able to know how to do. You should be able to write a number sentence to solve problems. So students will write a number sentence to solve problems. Okay, so I'm going to turn this around and tell you about the steps. Okay, so there's 4 steps to problem solving. First and foremost, you have to understand. You're going to be given a word problem or a story problem. It's going to be written. You have to be able to understand what you're reading in the problem. And so what we do is we underline. This is an example of what an underline looks like. You underline what you know. Then you circle, this is the circle, what you need to find. And everything will be inside the problem that's written. Next, step 2, you have to plan how you're going to solve the problem. Based upon what you have to plan out. Well, what strategy are you going to use? Today we're learning how to write a number sentence to solve our problem. Okay, then step 3, you just solve it by using a number sentence. And remember, a number sentence contains the numbers, what you have, the numbers you use to count something, what something you have, the number of something you have. It always have a symbol. This is your plus symbol. Okay, and then it has an equal, is equal to, or same as. Okay, and then your answer. So this is what you're going to be writing. There's going to be filling in the blanks. Okay, last, you check. You check to see if your answer is reasonable or if it makes sense. Okay, now we're going to solve some problems. So you're going to take out your math worksheet. It is lesson 6, page 43. Okay, problem solving. So go ahead and take yours out. All right, so here is the problem. It says 2 children are fishing. 4 more children join them. How many children are fishing in all? So step 1, you underline what you know. So what do you know in this problem? That there are 2 children fishing. What else do you know about this problem? Well, it says 4 more children join them. So you underline both of those sentences. Then it says to circle what you need to find. Well, it's always the how many question. How many children are fishing in all? Notice in all, that lets you know all together. So you're going to be adding. So you're going to circle this whole sentence, the entire sentence. Okay, so you understand by underlining and circling. That's what we did here. Plan. Step 2, you're going to plan. How are you going to solve this problem? We're going to solve it by writing a number sentence. This is the strategy we're going to use. Write a number sentence. Okay, so then we're going to solve it. It says, I will write a number sentence. What we can do, you can take your connecting cubes, and I am going to use my counters just to help me, because sometimes I need a visual. Okay, So 2 children are fishing. So I have my 2 counters to represent 2 children are fishing. Then 4 more children join them. I use a different color. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, how many children are fishing in all? So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I have to write a number sentence to show 2 children fishing and 4 more children come to join. So we are going to trace the numbers that we have written here. Okay, so you trace the numbers. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6 children are fishing in all. So now we check, is my answer reasonable? Explain. Yes, it is reasonable because I started off with 2 children and then 4 more children came to join them. And when I count how many I have in all, I come up with 6 children altogether. So that's how you check. Okay, next, practice the strategy. So Casey saw 2 elk in a field. Marta saw 5 elk in the forest. How many elk do they see all together? So step 1, underline what you know, circle what you need to find. So that's what we have to do now. We got to get an understanding of what we just read. So what do I know? I know that Casey saw 2 elk in the field. So you take your pencil and you're going to underline that sentence. Okay? What else do I know? Well, Marta saw 5 elk in the forest. So we're going to underline that sentence. Okay? Then it says to circle what you need to find. It's always our how many question. How many elk do they see all together? So I'm going to circle that whole entire sentence. Plan how I solve the problem. What strategy am I going to use? I'm going to use write a number sentence. That's how I will plan to solve this problem. Okay? So I'm going to write a number sentence. First, what I want to do is act it out. I want to use my counters. So Casey saw 2 elk in a field. So here's my 2, 1, 2. And Marta saw 5. I'm going to use a different color to show Marta saw 5 elk in the forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many elk do they see all together? Okay, so I'm going to count how many elk they saw all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I need to write a number sentence because that's my strategy. So for 2 elk that Casey saw, I need to write 2 on the first line. Then it says Marta saw 5 elk in the forest. So I'm joining those 2 numbers. I'm going to write my plus, then my 5. Okay, how many did they see all together? So 2 plus 5 is the same as saying 7. Okay, I'm trying to make this darker for you. Okay, they see 7 elk all together. So I write the number 7. Hope you can see that. All right, check my answer. Is it reasonable? If so, explain. Yes, my answer is reasonable because I showed that Casey saw 2 elk, Marta saw 5 elk in the forest. And when I count them all together, I come up with 7. So using my strategy, writing a number sentence, My answer is reasonable. Okay? All right, boys and girls, so now I'm going to turn my page. All right, boys and girls. It says write an addition number sentence to solve. Now, when it says to apply the strategy, now you're going to use what you just learned. Okay? So, first step is to understand. First, I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to get some understanding about the story problem. It says, Leon has 5 cards. Trey has 4 cards. How many cards do they have in all? So I need to take my pen and I'm going to underline what I know. What do I know? What is this story problem telling me already? Well, I know from the story problem that Leon has 5 cards. So I'm underlining Leon has 5 cards. Trey has 4 cards. That's what they also told me. Okay? And then it says to circle what you need to find. So that would be the how many cards question. So I'm going to circle that. And you know what? It's time for me a new pen. Time for me a new pen. I'm going to use my pencil. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, so I'm circling that. Now I would like to use some counters to act out the story. So I'm going to use my red counter for my 5 cards that Leon have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can use your connecting cues. Then I'm going to use my yellow counters to show Trey has 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now I need to know how many cards do they have in all. What am I going to do? I'm going to count how many cards they have in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I need to plan how I'm going to solve. What strategy am I going to use? Write a number sentence. That's what I'm going to do to solve it. So I'm going to write the number sentence to show Leon has 5 cards, Trey has 4. So for the 5 cards, I'm going to write my number here, 5. Okay, and I have to join because whenever you want to find how many they have in all, you have to add because I'm writing an addition number sentence. Okay, and then Trey has 4 cards, so I'm going to write 4 here on this line. And my equal sign, meaning same as, this is plus, so 5 plus 4. When I join them together, I have 9 cards in all. So I write the number 9 on this line. 9 cards. Okay? Have to check my answer to see if it's reasonable. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Is that reasonable? Yes, it is, because I use my counters to show 5 cards, and when I joined them to the 4 cards and counted them all together, I counted 9. So it is reasonable. It makes sense. Okay, number 2. Nikki has 6 stickers. She was given 2 more stickers. How many stickers does she have in all? So first I need to underline what I know. Well, I know that Nikki has 6 stickers. So I'm going to underline that sentence. Then it says she was given 2 more. So I'm going to underline that sentence. Then it says how many stickers does she have in all? Or how many stickers does she have now? So I'm going to have to join. And I'm going to have to figure out, well, how am I going to solve this problem? I know I can write a number sentence. So now I'm going to show using my counters. Nikki has 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus one more is 6. Then she was given 2 more. 7 and 8 using the counting on strategy. Okay, so now it says how many stickers does she have now? So that is what we need to find. So I'm going to take my pencil and circle. Okay, so now I'm going to write a number sentence. That's how I'm going to solve it. That's my strategy. So I have to write a number sentence to represent the 6 stickers and the 2 stickers she was given. So 6 plus 2 more equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stickers in all. That's how many she have now. Okay, is it reasonable? Yes. Explain why. Because I started off with 6 stickers. I was given 2 more. And when I join them and count them, I come up with 8. Okay. Number 3. Issy, or Icy, short I, long I. Icy saw 6 cars going down the road. Jamal saw 3 cars. How many cars did Icy and Jamal see? I gotta understand the question. So what am I going to do? I do 2 things. I'm going to underline what I know, and I'm going to circle what I need to find. So what do I know already? What did the author tell me? What information did the author give me in this story? Well, Icy saw 6 cars going down the road. So I need to underline that. Make sure you underline. Next, what else? What else did the author tell me? What else, what additional information was given to me in this question? It says Jamal saw 3 cars. So I'm going to underline that. Okay. Now it says to circle what you need to find. What information do I need to find? I need to find how many cars did Issy and Jamal see, or Icy and Jamal see. So I'm going to use my pencil. I'm going to circle that. Okay. And then I got to plan how I'm going to solve it. Okay. I know how I can solve it. I could write a number sentence. Okay, so now I get to show Issy saw 6 cars. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Jamal saw 3 cars. All I have to do is add one more 3. Now I need to find out how many cars did they see in all. What do? Count them all together. Join them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 in all. So let me write my number sentence. So Icy saw 6. So I'm going to write 6 plus the number of cars Jamal saw. 1, 2, 3. I write 3. Put my equal sign in this second circle. And how many did they see in all? 9. So I write the number 9. Okay. All right, so now we're going to review the strategies. So here are some strategies in this little box. It says choose a strategy. Here's one strategy, write a number sentence, and that's what we learned today. Number 2 says make a table. We're not there yet. Number 2, act it out. Did I act it out? Yes, I did. I used connecting cubes, okay? not connecting cubes. No, I use counters, two color counters, but you are going to use connecting cubes. And what you can do is just draw it. You can either draw or you can draw circles to act it out. You can use your connecting cubes on the side to act out. To show your learning, to act it out, you can always draw. So you will draw the number of fish the first person had, Jayla, and Will each have 4 fish. How many total fish do Jayla and Will have? So remember, Jayla has 4 fish, Will has 4 fish. Okay? How many total fish do they have in all? So don't be confused. Okay, it says each of them. Jayla has 4, Will has 4. And then you want to find the total. So you can draw what Jayla has, draw what Will has. You got to color. In order to get full credit, color. It shows that you're using 2 different manipulatives. Like I did, I used one counter in red to represent one object, and then I turned it over and I used the yellow. That lets me know I'm using 2 different numbers, 2 values. So when you're drawing, you can draw circles, draw squares for your connecting cubes. I want you to use 2 different color crayons. Okay, you're going to do that for 4, 5, 6. And you're going to follow your steps. Okay, and this is page 46. And this is what you're going to post. Write your name on the top, somewhere on the top or here, and then post it to your Seesaw journal. Then on your homework assignment, you're going to write your name on both sides. I want you to get used to writing your name a lot. But you're only going to you're only going to post the back side. Page 48, problem solving. Same thing. Do what we just finished doing. This is letting you know that you understand. You got to read everything. Mommy or Dad will help you read. Okay? If you ever forget how to do it, you either go back through this video or read what it says here. Here's the steps to problem solving. Now you have to follow it. Okay? Step by step. Write your name in the back and post. So you're posting 2 pages. Okay? Then review the strategy and the problem solving. All right, boys and girls, so this concludes today's math lesson on problem solving, writing a number sentence. Best wishes.